for you guys, what are some of those roles that you want to play? What else do you want to do moving forward creatively to either to satisfy your creative, instincts and desires, or even kind of continue the good work that you're doing, just on behalf of all of us.
Well, actually, a producer friend of mine wants to reclaim Charlie Chan, so I've actually been trying to think of a way to do that.
Of course, I
It's
think
like
we should cast him as an Asian person.
well, yeah, literally.
Perfectly, yes.
The question is, yeah, can we reclaim that character? Yeah, exactly.
Mike Dougherty is developing that, right, with someone.
No, there's actually a few different people developing it. The thing is, I don't actually know the particulars of his, but like so the question is, I mean, there are actually people have been trying to do this for like 2 decades, but no one's actually come up with a thing. So like that's one of my I do a lot of writing now and stuff, so I've been actually thinking a lot about that lately. And if you don't know about Charlie Chan, Wikipedia that shit, and know your history.
I think too I mean, this is it's on the subject, a little bit off subject for people who are inspiring, like writers and producers. I think that's an important part, playing that 360. We have like actors here, and Aaron's like starting to write, which is awesome. And I think more people need to step out into that and be in that behind the scenes, because to allow for us, or like the actors, to have these great projects to do. So if you have like stuff that you want to write, if you're becoming an aspiring writer or producer, like really go out there and try it out, because I think we need this as a community.
And I think that's what events like the Asian Film Festival, that's what's great about it. We're encouraging that, and we're supporting filmmakers who are going out there and putting their visions out there, their stories out there, and we need more of that, because the lack of I think minorities behind the scenes is why that kind of fuels a tendencies for us to be misrepresented and ignored. So, if you have a story you want to tell, go for it. Why not?
Yeah, I think filmmaking and this whole entertainment world, and it's like food, It's like, I want variety, So, come on, folks, bring it. Let me see your recipe, Bring it, write it, produce it. People have stories. Everyone has a story to tell. So, and again, being here is great. It's really inspiring to be here, because before I became an actor, I wanted to direct films, and I was a director, directing major, or that was the route I was going. But being here is really inspiring to because I think I'm hoping to maybe get a short film produced in the next year or so, and I got some buddies of mine that I'm teaming up with to write some stuff, and my buddies in New York won the best short narrative called Works of Art, and they're
Here, the best.
here at this festival. And if you haven't seen it, I think it plays again next couple days or something. But they just they did it. They wrote it. They produced it, and it won an award. And it's a good short film. So I encourage everyone to make do.
Well, I think one of the, if anything is indicative of the future, Maggie Q as La Femme Nikita, I think is a good example of sort of where we're headed. But Aaron, you wanted to?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to say, hey, that CS and Harry, you guys aspirate really well into those microphones.
Thank you.
But the other thing I wanted to say was to the getting out there and making, it's actually I believe personally it's way more important that this business has Asian filmmakers, way more even than actors, because they tell you this thing, or I've heard this thing that as far as getting roles that are not specifically written Asian American, like I've managed to get a few of these, and it's always the director's choice. At the end of the day, I've had a director go to a studio and say, I need Aaron Yu to play this part, even though it's written to be, it's not, the book, in the book it's white. And he wrote them a letter and said, this is all the reasons why I need him to play this part. This was for Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. And if he had not gone to bat for me, I would never have done that movie. So, and here's the thing, I also heard this thing. Someone said to me once, they're like, in general, the romantic lead, the girl, the romantic, the love interest in a movie is the girl that is the ideal, the paragon of what of the girl the director wants to date, and the the lead guy is the ideal of himself. So here's the thing: if you don't have Asian American directors, like there's not too many white directors that are going to look at me and say that's the ideal of me. When I look in the mirror, I mean, I kind of wish they would, but.
A little therapy session.
But this is what I'm saying. Like if we're gonna be playing like lead roles, there has to be someone who wants us to represent their story behind the camera. So that to me, that's way more important.
Let me take that one step further and say it's not just about actors and directors. It's also, I would encourage anyone who's got an interest in the business part of show business to become part of a network or a studio or a development executive, because no matter what your vision is, you always have to get it approved by somebody. So even directors, you know, if they write a role that they want Aaron to play, they still have to have it approved by the studio executive. So the director has to write these heartfelt long letters. So it's really, I think, it's a multi-headed hydra, and it's important that if you have an interest in this at all, to find something where your voice can be heard, whether it's in front of the camera or behind it.
I guess it's navigating, understanding how the business is working, because at the end of the day it is a business, and understanding the channels and relationships that you need to have in order to get the project done.